I think that it's really easy to take a lot from your hometown and not have any interest in giving anything back. You know, you don't have these kind of experiences when you work in an area that you don't know the people. And so I find that to be really rewarding. Mr. Hoffman is very beloved in this school for multiple different people, for multiple different reasons. He was one of those guys that if you knew you needed something, you could come to him for. And so, I mean, I think that's like what I said, like as selfless of a teacher as you could hope to have.
Andrew was a part of a larger core group of friends that were pretty neat young men. And we kind of had a common bond, I guess, through that group of kids. You know, great kid during his time here, great student, and now giving back to our community. I had an episode, if you will, and a little alarming for me. Just put it in the background. I did tell my wife, as spouses will do. She said, "You're not putting this in the background. That's not quote unquote normal. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for me." So for her and for my family, I did. I made an appointment with my family physician. I think it was a physician's assistant that said, "Wife is right, that's not normal." And so I'm going to make you an appointment with Summit Gastro. That was an easy fit for me because we had already kind of made some connections and I knew Andrew. So there was a level of comfort from the word go. At the appointment, he said, "Well, yeah, again, 3 for 3, that's not normal, but there are a lot of reasons that could be the cause for not normal." So I was, I guess, 48. And so he just said, instead of sitting around waiting till you're 50, let's do it. Let's go ahead and schedule you for one. It was a beautiful, I think it was chilly day, and I just went in for a convenient, minor inconvenience to my day, and obviously some things changed not too long after that.
You know, the eyeball test is 50% of it. You know, we do a colonoscopy and we see this nasty polyp. And just speaking from experience, you kind of look at it and you're like, ugh, not sure which way that's going to go. It's hard to leave your analytical clinician mind behind and then step back over into the realm of, you know, friends and you know, somebody you care about.
He said that we removed a polyp, and it was not a good looking one. We scheduled the follow-up, and any polyp, I guess, gets sent away for testing. And so, whatever, I'll come back and we'll talk about that then. And so just didn't even put 2 and 2 together at the time. There's no use beating around the bush, I guess. And he just said, so it did come back cancerous. You know, I was like, the polyp was cancerous. Like, I probably even asked him a second time, and he said, yeah, he says, I told you it was not good. My dad passed away from pancreatic cancer. The tough part for me was he was my exact age. He was 48 when he found out, and I was 48. And I could not, the hardest part, honestly, was telling my mom. You're not gonna believe this. The exact age Dad was, and this polyp is not good. He was very confident that the procedure got the polyp. But when they send it away, they check, you know, obviously, I guess the core of it, and then they check what's called the margins. And he said, your margins are coming back at 95% clean. And he said, for a 48-year-old, the 5% is what I lose sleep over. And so then he recommended a follow-up procedure to take care of the 5%, which is called a colon resection.
When it's resected and we send it off to the pathologist to be examined and whatnot, they want to make sure that they achieve total resection of that area. If there's one residual cell or one residual piece of tissue, that could regrow and overgrow. And generally speaking, with that second occurrence, it's a much more lethal situation.
I have it in my phone because I didn't delete the message. You know, you get sweaty palms, and I hit play, and it said, hey, Tom, the results came back from the resection, and you are clean. And so then I could just focus on kind of getting my stamina back a little bit and all the stuff that goes with the recovery. It was a good day, yeah. That was a good day.
Colon cancer is generally somewhere between 1 and 3 in terms of cancer-related deaths in the U.S.
But it's also the most treatable if caught. They said if you'd have played superhero and said, I'll just wait till I'm 50 when I recommend you getting your first one, you'd have been in deep trouble. So if I'd have waited basically a year and a half, I would have been in deep trouble. Go. I don't know what else to say other than it could be life or death.